Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tonight marks the very first event for Warpath Combat Championships, and you guys are in for a treat tonight because this isn't a fight league that you're watching. This is a showcase of standout performances. Here in the Warpath, fighters earn their place not by playing it safe for the win, but by delivering a show for you, hunting for the finish. Highlights define you here. It's not enough to just win. WCC isn't about playing it safe or padding your records. It's about going to war. And every fighter on this card tonight knows that they are here to entertain you. Now, before we enter the ring for our first bout, let's go over the rules of engagement. Our fights tonight will be settled in 3-minute rounds, our main event in 5. No abusing glitches or mechanics to gain an unfair advantage, and the big elephant in the room, no spamming. I want you to have varied strikes out there in that virtual ring. No spamming hooks 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row or targeting the same spot on the body repeatedly. This is a boxing match. Let's go out there and box, guys. So you are all in the Warpath starting now, and the action is about to begin. Let's go. This is it, our debut fight tonight. We have JB Clutch versus Slim. Both fighters coming in at 5'5". The reach advantage going to JB. Both of these men debuting here tonight, but they are no stranger to throwing hands. Slim is known in the community for his Marshall Mathers LP and also devastating pressure in that virtual ring. He breaks people in there. JB Clutch just recently contended for the KOFC Bantamweight title. It's going to be interesting to see who holds the center here at the start of this fight. Let's get into it. Here we go. 3 rounds.
Mouthpiece is in. Seconds out.
Got JB Clutch in the blue corner. Slim in the red.
Ready? Box on.
And these two are liable to put on a show. Let's see how this goes here. Touch of gloves to start the round. Instantly marching forward is Clutch. Feinting with that lead hand. Slim likes to be in the pocket. He likes to throw hands. And speaking of hands, Clutch has some heavy ones. He puts them at the end of combinations, but he just ate a big overhand over the guard there. Kept that left hand a little bit low, and he paid for it. It's already shoring up that defense. Some of these are touching the gloves of Slim, who may be hurt by the look on his face. He is backing Slim into a corner here. Gaining some distance, resetting is Clutch. Big body shot, and now Slim is marching forward, pressuring him into a corner. These boys trying to use that jab as a measuring stick. I like it. Wasn't able to find the target there, but hey, measurements are measurements, man. These can pay off. This is only the first round. Getting a little caught up in the clinch there. These guys combinations to the body over the top with the left hand for Clutch. It barely missed. Oh my goodness. The sounds of these. Again, it's hard to tell on some of these body shots if they're landing or hitting the elbow. The sound is almost the same. Slim saying, come on. Oh, eating a big right hand. These guys are going right here. A flurry. Winding up. These are some thudding hooks. He's not just sitting behind them. He is twisting into them. His hips. My goodness. Boy's going to throw his back out throwing hooks like that. Oh, big shot gets through the guard there for Slim. He's eating a lot of shots, but he's just marching forward. Nice head movement from Clutch here, giving him a little nod of respect for the combination, but his distance management is showing right now. Oh, big body shot for Slim, who's starting to pressure it on him right now. It looks like Clutch might be hurt. He starts throwing back too. Got lost in the clinch, almost ate a right hand. Is somebody going to go down here? We've got 15 seconds left. He's saying he's whiffing on these. Oh my goodness. A monster flurry here. These boys are hugging in the clinch. Dirty boxing. Body shots.
Time out!
Whew. And this is a fight, boys. Standing face to face at the end. Let's see the replays from that round. Here we can see Clutch's defense helped him to hold the center for as long as he could, longer than most people have against Slim, but eventually that forward pressure was just too much. It's hard to put out damage when you're on the defensive end, backpedaling, and that's where Slim wants to put him. Let's see if he's able to do it in round 2 or if Clutch makes some adjustments.
Let's go!
Round 2. And if that was the filling out process, I cannot wait to see what this round brings. JB Clutch, the white shorts. Slim, the black with white trim. And these boys are already throwing at the start of the second round. Clutch having to sit behind his head movement. That right hand is high, but that left one, man, it dips a little bit when he throws his right straight. And Slim is starting to get a read on that. He's throwing some hooks over top of that. My goodness. So dangerous are both of these guys. Marching forward, using their head movement to stay off the center line. Neither one of these boys have been stationary targets this whole fight. Dipping under a lot of these hooks. Oh, monster shot from Slim. It only takes 2 to put somebody down and change the trajectory of this fight. JB Clutch has been a little cleaner from range. Oh, he's saying bring it on now. A little bit of a roll reversal. He's wanting to throw in the pocket here, but he is eating a few body shots. Slim pouring it on, marching forward. Big left hook and a right behind it. He's got him in the corner throwing body shots. Is he going to let him out of there? Pouring it on. Oh, a monster uppercut, and Slim is hurt. JB Clutch saying, come on now. Slim had to get out of there, retreat, and recover. He was hurt. And he's eating another right hand right there. These boys are lucky they are rolling with these shots on here. I've seen both these guys put people down. Look at that head movement from Clutch in the corner there. Beautiful. A low guard, keeping his head off the center line, rolling with all of these hooks right now. Oh, monster right hand gets through for Slim, who's calling him forward. This is anybody's fight right now. We don't know the damage numbers. JB's been a little bit cleaner from distance. We don't know who's in charge there in the pocket. We don't know who's landing harder. Both these guys have been throwing hooks to the body in the pocket as Slim is right now. Got him in a corner. See what he does with it. He's been thriving in this situation. The Clutch's defense is only getting better as the fight goes on. Oh my goodness. I don't know how he's not getting rocked off some of these. Last 10 seconds of round number 2. Slim pouring it on. A brutal offensive from Clutch here at the end. He's rolling with a lot of these shots, throwing combinations.
Stop.
And we're going to go to a round 3. Round 3 incoming. Let's see how that round 2 went. You see Slim just calling for it, taunting him, asking him to come into the pocket. He got caught doing this, though. Here he is trying to see a shot, and he caught one right on the chin. A monstrous uppercut from JB, who is now chasing him down. Let's see if he can put more combinations on him going into this final round.
Okay, get ready.
Here we go. JB Clutch trying to hype everybody up for this third and final round. This has been a barn burner so far. Just like every round, Slim opening up with a... Oh, calling him forward now. Clutch on the back foot, using his defense to stay out of danger here. Trying to play it smart. He's wanting to brawl, but he's not wanting to do it on Slim's terms. Rolling with a lot of these hooks and throwing counter strikes off the end of them. Look at this guard from Clutch who spins out of the pocket. Slim now slipping off that center line, trying to use some defense as he gets in. He was eating a couple jabs there. And that right straight has been there for JB all day. Slim is leaving nothing in reserve here. He's pouring it all on, ducking under it, combinations. Every time he throws something, it's 3 or 4 strikes. He's varying them, uppercuts to the body, mixed in. Both these guys have gotten the distance down. A flurry, my goodness, from Slim. JB with a big uppercut, guarding all those body shots, and then pouring it onto his body in return. The defense here by Clutch. I cannot wait to see the damage numbers from this fight. Always marching forward is Slim. As we come into the final minute of this last round, it is a miracle neither one of these boys have gotten a knockdown yet. And that might change if Slim keeps pouring it on like that. Calling him forward. He's almost got him backed into a corner here. Rolling with a lot of these shots, using his guard is Clutch. Slipping. Clutch's reflexes are insane, getting off that center line, leaving his head out there as bait. A monster right hook, gets through. Slim, he's putting it all out there right now. He's letting his hands go as we get into our final 15 seconds, calling him forward. Is Clutch hurt? No, I do not believe he is.
Time!
Wonderful fight from these guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the red corner.
The red corner, we have our winner here. There we have it, guys. Slim, the winner of our very first fight tonight, pouring it on him. Volume was the story here for this bout. You see JB Clutch holding the center a bit, using his defense. Here he is in the pocket, using his guard and head movement to stay out of danger here, sifting out of that corner, catching him with a monstrous uppercut. He had his moments, did JB Clutch, but Slim was just relentless, pressuring forward, calling him into the pocket. He wanted this to be a war. Clutch was on the defensive end more often than not, and it's hard to win rounds without offense, especially without a knockdown. He just could not find that counter shot to put Slim on the mat and secure this win. Good fight, guys. Here we have it, 3 rounds, both of these men making their debut. We have Xion, 5'3", 64-inch reach, up against the much taller fighter in Boston Sinclar, who could very easily use that 72-inch reach to his advantage here, peppering Xion from a distance. He has wonderful boxing fundamentals and footwork. He uses them to stay out of danger, circling around his opponents. Xion has great head movement. He stays off that center line. He's going to have to use it to engage here, not just defensively. He's going to have to march inside of that reach of Boston and see if he can put him down. The body is going to be open. That head might be a more difficult target for Xion, but he does have dynamite in those gloves, guys. Let's see how this fight goes.
Seconds out.
Here we go, guys. We've got Boston in the blue corner, Xion in the red, wearing the black and white. Shorter fighter is Xion by a significant margin. Let's see how this fight goes. It looks like Boston is already hurt here. My goodness. Heavy hands from Xion at the start of this. Adjusting the headset, Xion shows respect, lets him do it. Some good footwork, flurrying. Boston already adjusting, setting back on his range, trying to pepper these straights out, use his height and reach as an advantage. Let's see how Zion's able to close that distance with head movement here. Does not seem that Boston wants this to be a pocket fight. Oh my goodness, what a right hand from Xion, and Boston is down.
5, 6, 7.
What
8.
a shot.
You okay? Get ready.
Boston's back up, already touching gloves here.
Let's fight.
Still 2 minutes to work. Xion with some beautiful footwork, stepping in off that jab, pivoting off to the right, showing him different angles. Body shots mixed in. Boston throwing some uppercuts back here, trying to show him something. He's got to get some respect here. Circling, using his footwork, sticking behind that jab. Here we go, using that uppercut on the shorter fighter. Nice adjustment from Sinclar here. Head is open. Boston almost finds it. Every time Xion throws, it's 2 to 3 shots. Every single time, my goodness. Almost getting caught flush with that left hook counter. Using his range to stay out of it was Boston. Both fighters having some success here with these adjustments. Boston is starting to dictate the pace of this fight with his range right now. He's having a little bit of difficulty landing these hooks, though, and these uppercuts. These straight shots are connecting for Boston. Oh, big left, right hand behind it. He's still not hurt. Both fighters using their footwork beautifully here. My goodness. Nice roll under, left hook behind it for Xion. Slipping off that center line.
Time out.
Nice first round. My goodness, let's take a look at that replay real quick. Punches and bunches. That is the story here for Xion in this first round. Keeping his head off the center line. Throwing 3-piece, 4-piece combinations, ending in left hooks. All of this culminating, of course, in this monster knockdown he got from that right hand. A cannon that landed on Boston's face. Let's see what he does adjustment-wise.
Get ready. Fight.
Here we go, this second round. Let's see if Boston is able to make some more offensive adjustments here. Defensively, sticking behind his range. Slipping under some of these shots, but my goodness. Xion's head movement when he's throwing combinations is beautiful. I think he just ate a right hand from Boston, though. He's throwing back. Now, Xion is dangerous up close in the pocket. Boston does not want to be there. I'd like to see Xion use that head movement to get in on the inside. Pepper a few jabs out there, some feeler shots. He's hitting him with counters now from a distance. I'd like to see him use his footwork and head movement to get back into that pocket, because my goodness, that is when he is landing some heat here. Ooh, Boston is hurt again, rolling under these shots, taking a body shot. He could go down here again. Xion has some heavy hands. Nice combination from Boston. That one didn't seem to connect there. Boston making adjustments. Sitting behind his technique here in this second round. Ooh. Nice guard. Roll under and a left uppercut to the body for Boston. My goodness. Getting tied up in the clinch. This is not where Boston wants to be with this man. A lot of these are getting blocked now. Boston's defense has shored up. Big right hand for Sinclar here. Our blue corner fighter getting a little lost. Pivoting out of the clinch there. Taking a couple jabs for this prop. Oh. Ooh, big right hand. Boston with another one. I think Xion is hurt. Rolling under a lot of these shots. Pouring it on him. He's trying to get that back. Boston very well could be up this round. We don't know the damage numbers. We don't know exactly how heavy these shots are until we see the scorecards. But it does seem that Sinclar has made some wonderful adjustments in this second round. And has slowed down the offense of Xion. He set this pace back. He said, no, we're going to fight here for a while. Oh, nice combination from Xion. Body up top. Big shots from Xion to end the round.
Stop fighting. Let's fight.
Here we go. Our third and final round here between these two fighters. Ooh, nice footwork from Xion. He's already trying to open up that offensive back to the body. He wasn't finding those body shots in that second round. It looks like he's trying to make an adjustment here in the third and put Boston down. That one knockdown. Ooh, big shot from Boston. Xion is hurt. He's trying to pour it on him. Oh, big shots from Xion right back. Doesn't look like Boston's rocked yet. These guys are putting on a show. Look at these combination. Quick flurries from Xion. Light to the body and then heavy up top with these overhands. My goodness. Trying to find his way through the guard here. Varying his strikes. And then sitting back behind his defense. This is some wonderful boxing from these guys. Rolling under these shots and a check left hook. He might be hurt. Wonderful head movement from Xion, but he is still taking shots here. Ooh, big shots from Xion. It looks like Boston might... He's eating shots, getting caught in the clinch. He's in the pocket with his man. It's not where he wants to be. Xion actually setting back. Settling back to range. Maybe he needs a reset here. A minute and a half in this final round. These are some sharp hands here from Xion. He's starting to take back the momentum in this third round, it seems. He's getting inside, working the pocket. He has gotten rocked once or twice this round, but when he's not settling behind that defense, and oh my goodness, that same combination, back to back 2 times, they land both time. The big shot, peppering him to the body, getting him to lower that guard, and then coming over the top with his left hand. Boston's starting to pour it on. Boston is pouring it on right now. Oh! Eating a big body shot for his trouble. He might feel this slipping away. He's trying to put Xion down right now. He knows he might need it. Both these guys still utilizing their footwork in this final round. Last 10 seconds. Pointing to the ground is Xion. These boys are throwing right now. This is a flurry. Wonderful head movement and combinations. Good fight, boys. Good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the red corner.
The story that this scorecard tells. Look at that, Xion 10-7 in that first round. Heavy-handed. He was able to put him on the mat. It looks like he was doing enough to clear a 10-8 in that first round regardless. The knockdown was just the cherry on top. Surprisingly, Boston dropping that second round to Xion. I feel like he was able to get his offense off more, keep him at range, utilize his footwork. Xion didn't seem to take that round off, but he was definitely a little bit slower on the draw. Boston was able to find the target a bit more in that second round, and in my opinion, I felt like he snagged it. Round 3, Xion showing the heart of a champion here, seeing these adjustments defensively from Boston and making offensive adjustments to counter that, utilizing his head movement to get into the pocket, not marching forward, showing different angles, changing up his combinations. Wonderful work. You can definitely tell the caliber of a fighter by how many adjustments they're able to make over the course of a fight. And both of these men made adjustments throughout every single round of this fight. Great job. Let's look at the replays here and see how Xion was able to pull this off. What a wonderful fight from both of these guys. Some adjustments made for Boston. Look at these punches and bunches he's about to do here. Spinning around, using his footwork to confuse Xion. Constantly marching forward. Every time he slips out, he's following him with combinations. One of the better flurries he had. Of course, Xion heavy-handed, putting him down there in the first round. For the most part, round 3 was a Xion round. He did get stung multiple times. You can see here, always relying on his head movement, his defense, hands down, keeping that chin up. Boston just wasn't able to find it whenever he had him rocked, landing on a couple of these check hooks, uppercuts, combinations, but his head movement, man, Xion's, his reflexes are great. Here we go, last 10 seconds, pointing down to the ground in a fight he was already winning, putting on a show. Great fight, guys. Great fight from those two guys. Wonderful highlights at the end as we head into our co-main event here. Calvin versus Driftery is going to be a war. Before we step into that virtual ring, though, let's talk to two guys who actually know Driftery quite well themselves. Solly and Supa, how are you guys doing?
We're feeling great. Happy to be here. Thanks for having us on,
Absolutely.
Chewie.
Yeah, man. Happy season's beatings to everybody out there. If you guys are seeing this during the holidays, man. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. You know what I mean?
Season's beatings. I absolutely love it. Now, you both are known best right now in the community for Ringside VR. You guys are thriving right now in the community. What is Ringside VR? What motivated you guys to start this journey?
Well, Chewy, I love that question because I don't often get to tell other folks a little bit. Solid hears about this all the time, but Ringside VR is the YouTube channel is a kind of digital platform for VR boxing experiences. That's kind of like the best way that I can put it in one sentence, right? I started this quite a few years ago. I come from the fighting game community, Chewy. So I love fights. When I got into VR, of course, I had to find out where the hands were. And honestly, the boxing games have been the best. So I just looked at it and said, hey, what if there was an official kind of league vibe to it? I knew everybody would make a league, but like, what could I create? And so as a graphic designer and an editor, and just kind of like an all-around creative, I was like, cool, let me start the YouTube channel. I think I ran it for about a year conceptually, and then I met Solly. And then he and I were commentating Virtual Fight Championship, and that's when we kind of felt like, yeah, let's commentate this. Like, it'd be dope to have a co-commentator. And I asked him if he wanted to hop in and help out. He said, yeah, he's been rocking with me ever since for 2 years, man. Solly, what inspired you to start on with Ringside VR?
Just like a lot of what you said, man. I've been a fan of fighting games. I've been a fan of fighting sports, and a huge fan of VR. And it's just kind of, this was the place where all those things came together. Like you said, we met through VFC 2 years ago, and I really vibed with what your vision for Ringside was. I've been super excited to, be a part of that. And I feel like one of the things it really is it is the space for the VR fighting community. That's, it's what we're trying to grow. We're not the only space, but we want to be one of them.
And one of them you definitely are. So a culmination of these different interests for you, Sully. You mentioned other spaces. What is it about RSVR that makes it unique? What makes it stand out from the others? And what can people expect if they join up through that Discord link in the description and hop in there with you guys that kind of sets you guys apart from everyone?
Definitely, I can answer that. So there's two things, right? What I was saying earlier, there's a place for the community. We really value that. We want people to both come in here and feel like they're supported both as fans and as fighters. We want this to be open to anyone off the street who wants to, sees the stuff on YouTube and says like, hey, I want to get off the couch and do it. What's really special about the RSVR experience is we are committed to bringing the highest quality of visual product in terms of like when we make fights, right? We want to have it look and feel as much like a professional fight, and whether that's commentary, cards, graphics, you name it.
Yeah, yeah. No, it definitely feels different. The Discord is lively and it's full of people. It's almost different, where it's filled with people who are almost community based. Everybody is happy to be there, happy to be a part of this process, excited at the recording days. You all are very open with your scheduling, consistent with it, and it's definitely got a different vibe there in your guys' server. Every time I hop in, people are just excited to be a part of this process. When did you guys realize that it was almost building up into a hub for the community here?
Interesting question. I think we built the house early on. We recognized early on that, for this thing to work, it's going to need a community. Solly set up the architecture for the Discord, to kind of figure out what would make sense, what would be fun to be around, like set up the playground. And it was chill for the first, first year, really, when it was up. But I think it really I got to shout out Weddish. Weddish in our community, when Thrill the Fight dropped in, he had just went around and started posting, Supa will record your matches. And he's like, bro, just tell people. And then people started flooding in. I think like there was a pivot though. That was like the genesis, but there was a pivot when I think, at least for me, when it became a community. When I came in on the second Sunday, people were like, sign me up, coach. Where do I go? And I looked and people were communicating with each other instead of just me and Solly communicating or, us trying to initiate. People were legit overnight communicating with each other. And I saw people like finding a place where they could hang, you know what I mean? Like, and enjoy this game for what it is. I think we all started, right? I mean, Solly, when was it for you?
I think that's where I think it's the first time maybe someone from YouTube saw a fight, hopped into the Discord, and was like, "Yo, how do I do this?"
Mhm.
It was each week seeing the numbers. I think like that first week it was just like 4 or 8 people. It was mostly our friends, and then by the last week that we did it, we had like almost 40 people hopping in, ready to just be recorded. Uh, yeah, that was crazy for me.
Oh yeah, I mean it was great growth on your guys' channel since the launch of this. It's definitely just been the sky's the limit right now. I remember I subscribed. I looked back. You guys had 300 more subscribers. You just celebrated hitting 1K subs. You're already soaring past that. What is next for Ringside VR?
I think I've only shared this with Solly. So, I just like I said, say it here publicly first. So, Ringside VR has been doing a lot of exhibition matches, and it's kind of like what we do. I just want to show who's in the community and put them in the best light. That's what I like to watch. That's what Solly likes to watch. Like we like to commentate. It's personally fun for us, but there is more to the vision. Right? We're partway through this train ride. So, the next thing I do want to do is architect an official ranked division for Ringside VR. And this is similar to how I approached just the ranked exhibitions. It wasn't just put something out. I like creating things. For me, this is art. So the next thing I want to create is, or figure out, if you will. I will say figure out because it is a work in progress, but what does a unique VR boxing division experience feel, look, and is like to be in a part of and watch? And I want to create something for the viewers, and I also want to create something specifically for the boxers. So all plans for this kind of initiative will go towards supporting boxers, and I want the community to support them. So that's what I want to build next. It's going to be tough work, and Solly has agreed to help me along the way, and I'm just wanting to use this opportunity to let everybody know, but also thank everybody for the help, for helping to build this vision, because wouldn't have been nothing without the boxers in the community. So that's what's next for Ringside VR.
Hey,
Absolutely. And I just want to add quickly, some of the same stuff that you guys love, the exhibition matches are not going away. We know that this, we wouldn't have gotten here without that ability to just connect straight to the people and give people, you know, right off the street a chance to get on the platform. So we're still going to be keeping those around for people as well.
hey, more of what you know and love from Ringside VR, and new fresh things on the horizon for them, growing. If you would like to be a part of this growth, go on this journey with these gentlemen here. I'll have links in the description to both their channel and their server. You can see their content and then come and be a part of it. This is a community effort from these guys. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on to the show tonight.
Thank you for having us. And good luck to the fighters.
And good luck to Driftery coming up next.
Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Here we go, our co-main event. We have Calvin versus Driftery. Driftery making his debut here, but you can go watch him on Ringside VR. Links in the description. He is very much an aggressive fighter. He goes for that finish, rushing forward even when he is hurt. Nothing deters this man. But let's see if Calvin is the first thing to do that. 1-0 in WCC, but a blistering knockout. He has a 4-inch advantage to both his height and reach, but if I'm being honest, I'll be surprised if he uses it. He is very much a pressure fighter, similar to Driftery. It's going to be interesting to see who takes the first back step here, as both of these guys like marching forward. This could be a war for the center of that ring in there. I'm expecting fireworks, if I'm being completely honest with you. Let's see how this goes down in our co-main event for the evening. We've got Calvin in the blue corner, Driftery in the red. Both of these boys rocking the red trunks.
Okay, get ready. Let's fight.
Let's see if they can put on a show for us here tonight. Ooh, big shots from Calvin, circling around into Driftery's power hand, but still landing these crisp jabs. Some guys just throw a little bit of a feeler out there with their jab. No, Calvin is putting some heat behind this. I have seen this man get knockouts. Oh, he holds back, hitting him in the back of the head. Good work. Driftery finding his way through his guard. He seems to be having some difficulty with his footwork, but he is finding the target. Making him miss by inches there, slipping off that center line is Driftery. My goodness, catching him with counters. Oh, it looks like Driftery is hurt. Calvin pouring it on. Oh my goodness. Eating these shots is Driftery. Calvin stepping back, taking a breather. He had him rocked, saw his moment was gone, but these are thudding shots from Calvin here in this first round. Goes to the body. Combinations, a little bit of a slapping jab there. And he gets right back out of range. He's using his footwork to slip out of the way a lot of these straight shots from Drifter, who's starting to throw some hooks his way. That's what he needs to do to catch him rolling off the side here. Wonderful footwork out of our blue corner fighter, Calvin. Drifter making some adjustments, though. We still have a minute and a half to work. It's anybody's round. Nice left hook over the top there from Drift. Rolling under, trying to find the body. It does not land for him. Tapping the guard is Driftery, always showing him something. He's not one to be a stationary target. If you just sit there with your hands in guard, you're going to get peppered away from these guys. I mean, these guys are going to tear you apart. Driftery eating shots. My goodness, these hooks are landing for Calvin. Hands up. Calvin with his hands down, eating some hooks. You can't have your hands down here. My goodness. Less than 30 seconds left in this first round. It looks like Driftery might be hurt. Oh my goodness, these are thudding shots. He's pouring it on him. He knows he might have a knockdown here. Straight uppercuts. He's trying so hard. Oh my goodness. Can he do it? Can he put him down here? No. No, sitting behind his defense. The opportunity is lost. My God. Take a look at the replay here. There were some flurries in that round. Here we go. Look at these replays. Left hand open all day for Calvin, and he is finding the mark with it. Driftery needed to make some adjustments here. Here you see him guard up on his chin, using a little bit of head movement to try and close that distance, opening with a left hook. Calvin again with these combinations, using his footwork to try and circle around and pepper him with hooks. Let's see what happens in the second round.
Get ready. Let's go.
Our second round here. Calvin was piling on the damage in that first round. He probably took that. Let's see what kind of defensive adjustments Driftery has, as he's already eating shots. He needs to start rolling under some of these hooks. Big left hands peppering him with these shots, and Driftery goes down. That left hand consistently finding the way through the guard, and he hits the canvas here in this second round. My goodness.
Okay, ready?
Still plenty of time to work. Driftery's got some heavy hands himself. He had Calvin rocked in that first. He needs to get that right hand up, guard the chin. He seems to be having some difficulty with Calvin's footwork, who's going to the body, and he puts him down a second time. Oh my goodness. Peppering him to the body, coming up top of that uppercut and that hook. He's still got 2 minutes here. He might have the first knockout in the Warpath.
Okay, get ready. Let's go.
Touching the gloves here. Let's see what these boys got to work with. Driftery's fighting an uphill battle here if he wants a decision. He knows he's going to need a knockout now to win. Dropping that first round and then getting dropped twice in the second. Already eating these straight shots from Calvin, who's being flashy now. And he goes down.
2, 3, 4.
My
5.
goodness.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockout.
Calvin with our first knockout here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wild combinations.
your winner is the blue corner.
Let's take a look at that knockout. Oh wait, we can't because I've angered the gods in some way, but still these highlights are incredible. Driftery's willingness to get into the pocket there got him in trouble in this round. Marching forward, getting caught with lefts and rights. Everything was landing for Calvin as he's circling off on that left side. Driftery just wasn't able to make any adjustments and was put flat on his back in that second round. Great fight, and we have our main event up next. But hey, are you sitting here watching this right now and thinking to yourself, hey, I could step in there with these guys? Good. Come show us by surviving the Gauntlet, our brutal contender series that is open to all. Not just anyone can make it to our fight nights. The Gauntlet is going to be our proving ground, where only the relentless rise to the top. It's going to be hosted more regularly on our Discord, live streamed for all to see. This is where you show us that you have what it takes to bring the aggression, bring the highlights, the thrill of the fight that the Warpath demands. But remember, you could be the best boxer in this game, and that's great. I'm happy for you. That's not enough here. In WCC, you prove your style isn't just effective, it's electric. If you enter the Warpath, you better do it ready to entertain or warm the benches, because we are looking for the fighters who can captivate those watching, who can turn every fight into a fight of the night, who thrive in wars. And if you think you're that fighter, enter the Gauntlet. Step up. Let's see what you're made of. But before that, on to our main event tonight. We are here for our main event of WCC 1. We have Smokinem in the red corner, King Croc in the blue, 5 rounds to decide the winner of our first ever fight night. Smokinem, 4-0. Most of those wins, not even close. King Croc has 2 very flashy victories himself. Somebody's it's got to go tonight. And these guys are going at it, room scale versus joystick. Height and reach very similar, but Smokinim's got deceptively long arms. He usually sticks that jab out there and touches people at a range where they thought they were safe. He seems to surprise a lot of people with his straight shots at a distance. King Croc, very good footwork. Combinations, very flashy. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody hits the canvas here tonight, as both of these men have knockout power. Let's get into this main event tonight and see who is victorious. Here we go, boys.
Seconds out.
Our main event of this fight night right now, we've got King Croc in the pink, Smokinem in the yellow. Here we go. It's going to be 5 3-minute rounds here. Smokinem already spinning around, getting caught with a couple shots from Croc. Ooh, taking a massive body shot is King Croc there. He left that elbow up a little bit too high. Smoke will find those openings here. King Croc always flashy. Now both of these guys dealing with some injuries, but this is thrill of the fight 2. Who's not? Ooh, Croc is hurt. Smoke pouring it on right now. He's able to recover using his distance there. Eating a couple shots. Now Smoke has those flurries, man. He will pour it on you in the pocket and then get back out. Look at that, spinning around there. Croc already adjusting his guard. These boys both want to finish here in this main event. They know that the point system here rewards savagery, and I think they're both going to be going for a finish here. Smoke, it will be through combinations. King Croc has that one-punch knockout power. Nice head movement from Smokinem, who's given him some troubles. He is catching a few shots here. King Croc is hurt. He's on the back foot. Using his guard and head movement to stay out of danger here. Slipping under those hooks is King Croc. This is a fight. Both of these guys have run through everyone they've faced so far. And I'm not surprised to see them almost evenly matched in this first round. This feeling out process here. Right hand straight down the pipe for Croc, who catches a left hook on the break. His hands are a little bit low. He's eating shots. Ooh, Smoke taking a deep breath, going on the back foot there. He had him hurt. Ooh, ripping to the body. Rolling under both of these guys. Finding that midsection in this first round. King Croc putting his hands down, trying to make a defensive adjustment here. Smoke using his movement as his defense, it seems. Straight to the body for Smoke. He pours it on down there. These are some thudding shots. The last 15 seconds of this first round. I know both these guys were hoping for a knockdown. It does not seem it was in the cards. They had each other hurt multiple times. Good first round. Good first round.
Get ready.
Here we go. This second round of our main event here. WCC Fight Night 1. Our debut. Both of these guys finding gaps in their defenses in the first round. Nobody was able to put each other down yet. Whenever they got rocked, they used their head movement, footwork, defensive adjustments to stay on their feet. But can that last for oh my goodness, 4 more rounds, as this is a 5-rounder in our main event. I show respect there after some technical difficulties. Always Always give your opponent some time, guys. Ripping to the body, both of these guys. Pocket fighters. King Croc settling back, resetting at a distance. Nice left hook over the top after the jab to the body. Ooh, big. Oh my goodness. A lot of these are hitting the elbow. They've both made some adjustments to their defense in this second round. Getting lost there in the clinch a little bit was King Croc, who is now reset, opening himself up, slipping under. Wonderful defense from both of these fighters. Both of them needing to make offensive adjustments now in this second round, as they got a read for each other in that first round. Pawing with that lead hand was smoking them there for a moment, but now their offense needs to catch up. Powerful shots here. Both of these guys throwing combinations, varying their strikes up, body, head, smoking them, constantly moving in that pocket, spinning around Croc, who's using his head movement and a low guard to get out of danger here. He's keeping his head exposed and protecting his body here in the pocket, and it seems to be working out for him on a defensive end. But Smokinem may be landing more in this second round, as his entire headset falls on the floor. King Croc frustrated. He wants to go. Ooh, leading with an uppercut. Interesting adjustment from King Croc here, as Smokinem is dipping his head a lot. That could be a read that he's picked up on. Ooh, big shots from Smokinem. I think he may have him hurt. Big shots from both of these guys to end the round.
Time!
He may have been saved by the bell there.
Get ready. Fight!
Our third round here in this main event. Were a lot of defensive adjustments in that second round. Neither man getting a lot of offense off. There was a bit of a flurry there at the end from Smokinem. It might have clinched him the round. We don't know the damage. I see what adjustments these boys do. Some more difficulties from Smokinem. There he goes, flicking his jab out. Better hope those difficulties don't bring his legs off the ground like they did earlier, because that counter damage will put him on the ground. King Croc leading with an overhand left. Smokinem does keep that right hand down to guard the body. Still filling out here. Neither fighter able to get much damage off. They are landing combinations up in the pocket, but it's more touching with swift speed, precision, trying to find gaps, getting reads for those heavy shots. Speaking of heavy shots, my goodness, Croc is on the back foot here, using his footwork to circle out and stay out of danger. Good work from him on the defensive end, having to spin around Smoke here. Takes a glancing right hand there over the top. Not sure how Croc can adjust to the speed here. He's rolling under a lot of these shots. On the back step, look at him using his footwork. Resetting. Oh, big shots from Croc here. Smoke's defense is crazy, but he is eating shots right now. Uppercuts. Nice jab. You all know me. I love the jab. I love the jab. I always want to see more of it. Just pepper it out there. Open up your combinations with it. It's the first punch in every combination. Taking deep breaths. These are 3-minute rounds, guys. And these boys still have 2 minutes to go. They need to be careful they don't tire themselves out. Nice guard from Croc, who's rolling with a lot of these shots, using his guard to block the rest. If he could get a little bit more offense off, that was a nice right hand down the center for King Croc here. Slipping under a lot of these hooks now and guarding his body. He's made more adjustments here in this third round. And it's anybody's round. Big right hand over the top for Croc to end the round. My goodness.
Time out.
Here we go. Our fourth round. Our first fourth round in the Warpath. Both these guys paced themselves in that last round, maybe to pour it on in these last two. Our main event rounds here. Peppering shots out there. King Croc did get hurt a little bit in that third round. It's hard to tell the damage numbers. Again, you never know who is pouring out heat in these until you see the scorecard. Sometimes the damage numbers are surprising, so I try and keep away from guessing who's in the lead here. I did see him rock toward the end of the round. It did seem like he was taking control. Let's see if he's able to keep the momentum here in this fourth round, as we only have 2 more rounds to work with. Nobody has been knocked down yet, so it's not an uphill battle for either fighter here. Trying to find an opening to the body is Croc, unable to do so. Big right hand off the break there. These guys are tired. He might be hurt. Pouring it on with these hooks. He's chasing him. Ada shot himself, but he did have Smoke hurt there, using his head movement, backstepping with his footwork, dipping back. These shots all missing there. Both men resetting here. We're 4 rounds in. Trying to find a rhythm. These hands are starting to slow down for both fighters. But if they start to drop, you leave that chin open, you could get knocked down and it could change the outcome of this fight. One mistake at this point could make the difference. These guys are both undefeated so far. Rolling under a lot of these shots is Croc now. Trying to rip the body, it's hard to tell if these body shots are getting through for him. These straight shots are. When he's dipping under those hooks, the best shot available is that body shot, especially when Smoke is spinning around him like this. Smoke's guard is almost impregnable to the body. It is honestly impressive. Big right hand. Spinning around. Eating a body shot himself. Getting caught up in the clinch are these boys. Oh my God! At the end of the fourth round, Croc goes down.
4,
Oh
5,
my
6,
goodness.
7, 8. Are you okay?
I barely saw this shot. Smokinem puts King Croc down at the end of the fourth. And that could change everything going into this 5th round. Let's take a look at the replay right now. What a 4th round from Croc. Opening up after taking that 3rd round off, spinning around, causing some confusion in the clinch here. You can see Croc trying to go for the body, keeping his hands down though, and that seemed to have been a mistake. As he hits the canvas, I couldn't even see live what it was. It looks like a right hand right on the chin sets him down. He's going to have to come out strong. This is a close fight. That could change this whole main event.
Okay, get ready.
This is it. Our 5th and final round here for this fight night. King Croc hitting the canvas at the end of the fourth. You know he needs that back. We don't know what the score was going into that fourth round. But with a 10-8 in that fourth, you know he may be desperate here. Yep. Taking a moment here. Big right hand off the break here. He could be laying it in reserve. These shots have heat behind him from a distance. It's difficult to set up shots when you are exhausted. A lot of these are naked shots. Smoke is evading them. Rolling under a lot of these. Big left. Oh my goodness. Smoke goes down in the fifth round. A monster left hook. He did not even look hurt. That was a one-punch knockdown, and this may be even back up. It is possible, and Croc knows it now. Up to this point, he was unable to put Smoke down, but now he knows. Smoke is back, ripping to the body. The momentum, man. Look at Croc bouncing on his toes now. Using his head movement to get out of here. Big hooks. If he could put him down again, it could secure this fight for him. You do not know the scores at this point. Like I said, there's nothing like peppering shots at a man for 4 rounds and him just eating them all, and then finally breaking that guard and putting them on the canvas. Eating a flurry himself. These boys have 1 minute left to secure this. Both these guys are exhausted. 1 minute left in our main event. Who's going to take it away here? Trying to dip in. Both of these guys using their head as bait to try and get that counter shot. 30 seconds. Big body shot from Croc. They're resetting for this last 30 seconds here. Big right hand from Croc. Spinning out. Ripping to the body. Stepping back behind his defense. Ooh, a cannon right hand to the body from Smoke. This is it. Who's going to take it away here? Croc pouring it on. These guys are exhausted. Big right hands.
Stop fighting.
And that is it for our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the blue corner.
Look at that. King Croc being knocked down in the 4th round. Coming back to win in the main event. What a main event. What a fight overall. King Croc solving the puzzle that is Smokinem. One that had not been cracked in WCC up to this point. You see him being a little flashy there at the start. He had to lock in defensively. He's usually more of a headhunter, knockout artist. But Smoke's defense made it difficult for him. You can see him hunting for those body shots there, trying to rip to that midsection, leaving his hands down, getting caught with a lightning fast right hand that we did not even see live. In that replay, you can see it's a 3-piece combo, only needed the first. But Croc, no, he came in here knowing, no, I can put this guy down. He had yet to put him down up to that 5th round, coming in off of his back, rallying and pouring it on him for 3 straight minutes early on, dropping him with that monster left hook, solidifying himself in WCC as a name that you need to watch. He's never out of this fight. Our main event has wrapped up. King Croc victorious in the first ever fight night for WCC. Looking at the damage, he edged him out nearly every single round. The overall numbers are very close, but Croc 4-1. Smokinem pouring it on him in that 2nd round. Both of them taking rounds 3 and 4 to kind of pace themselves. Their damage numbers did drop off as we got into those main event rounds here, but Smokinem making it count in that 4th round, dropping Croc He needed to rally there in that fifth to come back. He saved himself from a draw in this main event with that knockdown at the start of the fifth. The heart it took. You can tell these guys traded rounds the entire fight. King Croc taking 1, 3, and 5 for the win. What a wonderful fight from both of these guys. It's a very interesting style Smoke has. King Croc trying to be a little bit flashy at the start, as we know him to be. Playing around with his opponent, he quickly shifted that up, had to shore up his defense, lock in to get this win, and he is the winner of our very first main event. I'm here with our winner, King Croc. Croc, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I mean, I've heard a lot about the guy that I was going against, about Smoke. I was told that he's pretty unbeatable. He holds all the major titles in the league, but I don't know. I don't know what all the hype was about. He just a regular old somebody.
Hey man, yeah, he was undefeated in all the tournaments pre WCC, expecting him to come in here and put on a great fight, and he was able to find the target a little bit. His defense seemed to be a trouble for you in the second round, but after that, looking at these damage numbers, it looks like almost a clean sweep. The rest of the fight. How were you finding the target there? How was his movement causing you issues in there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a weird guy. I think that's why a lot of people had so many issues trying to figure him out. He likes to do that spin stuff, right? So he'll come in, he'll dash, he'll hit you with a strong straight. He's good at that. And then once you're in the clinch with him, he'll just start circling you and then pop you on the way out. But a big thing with me, I mean, you'll notice it from my previous fights. I love to get in that clinch. I love to roll. My footwork's good. When I roll, I like to circle out and come up with that. So when I started realizing that he was going to start circling and I started cornering him and he had to go one way, I would just start throwing hooks in that direction knowing he'd run. And, eventually I caught him. Sometimes he would leave his body open and I would target that into the late rounds. But, I mean, hey, it was, on the scorecards, it looked like it was a pretty close fight, but me being in there, I was just having fun.
Hey, it was fun to watch. Now that fourth round, he did drop you with that straight hand. Going into the fifth, it felt like that was the biggest moment of the fight. That it could have defined the fight. Going into that last round, both of you looked tired. Toward the end of that fourth round, holding a little bit back in reserve for our final round there, and you were able to just dig down in that final round, push forward, get the knockdown yourself, which secured this win for you. What was your game plan going into that last round?
Yeah, I mean, when you're in there, you're not really able to see the scorecards. It seems like some punches are landing, maybe they're not. Who's hitting harder, who's not. So all I knew was that he had put me down in the fourth. And, whether or not I felt like I won that round in terms of damage, when you go to the scorecards, that's a 10-8. And so I knew I just had to let everything go. I had to save it up in the fourth round because I didn't want to make the same mistake that I did back in the tournament when I blew it in the fourth round and got put down in the fifth. And, I just had that energy in the fifth round that I guess he didn't. And he didn't expect me to come as hard as I did. Pause. And then, I mean, it is what it is. The rest is history.
Well, great win coming out in our first ever main event, getting that victory, pulling it out. Is there anybody else you have your eye on right now?
Yeah, I mean, what a great fight night today was. We had some great fighters, a couple good prospects that I've been looking at myself. Honestly, I'm open to anybody. You guys said that Smoke was the best there is. Nobody could beat him. And, I mean, if you just look at that damage, rewatch that fight, I told you I'm different. And I wasn't lying when I said it. A lot of people seem to lie when they said it about Smoke. So anybody can come get it. Like I said, I've called out rejects before. Or call out Sway. Who else? Calvin. Anybody who wants it. Anybody who wants it. I don't care when. I'll go back to back. I'll do 3 fights in a night. I really don't care. I'm here to have fun.
Oh, we're going to have fun. You're definitely going to be back. Thanks for coming out, man.
See ya. Thank you very much, man.
What a fight there from King Croc. A big win for him in our main event. A good talk at the end. But now, it is time for our fight of the night presentation. And guys, this was a tough one, because every fight on this card was great for different reasons. Our main event was a well-paced technical showcase, but in the Warpath, urgency, aggression are both much better currencies. Calvin showed aggression in spades tonight, scoring our only knockout on the card, but Driftery, he never really got a chance to show what he's really capable of, what you're going to see from him in the future. But Fight of the Night is a two-way street. Both fighters need to show heart and urgency to put on a show, and that is why our first Fight of the Night goes to Boston Sinclair and Xion, showing a great mix of range and technique in that middle round. That knockdown coming out of Xion in the first, constantly showing urgency, marching forward, was Xion, putting it all on the line in the last 10 seconds there to put on a show for us. Boston had his moments. Look at this, had him rocked on the ropes multiple times. He used his range to his advantage, kept it interesting. Fight of the Night is the highest honor here at WCC. Our point system reflects that. You can find it on our Discord. But these boys putting on a show for us, winning our very first Fight of the Night for WCC Fight Night 1. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's event. We hope you enjoyed the action here. This has been a big project that I'm very proud of, and I'm even more excited for what we have coming up soon. But this couldn't have happened without the support of this community. Relic, Wild for editing fights, clips, bouncing ideas off of. You'll meet Saint soon helping host the Gauntlet. The staff chipping in is what made this thing come together. And guess what? There's room for you too. Are you an editor, an aspiring commentator? Do you love organizing or hosting events? Or maybe you just have some cool ideas and a vision for how to make this thing even better. We are always open to hearing from passionate people in the community. Pitch your ideas. Head over to the Discord. Reach out. This is your chance to be a part of something here. This is a community effort. Come in and help build something. But I'll see you all in the next event where the only limit is how far you're willing to go. Until next time, guys.